Hey guys, Metal Jesus here, and I am back again with, I think what I'm calling a unboxing slash first impressions video, because this is kind of a bit of a weird one for me, because I didn't really know if I was even going to do a video on it, or what the video was going to be about. You know, normally I like to do reviews of products that people can actually buy, but these two limited edition Game Boy Advances have long since been sold out, and I don't think they're going to be making any more of them. But anyways, let me back up a little bit. So these were sent to me by a company called Rose Colored Gaming, and I think if you are a game collector like I am, you're familiar with them because they make excellent stands for handheld games and also like limited edition cartridges and things like that. So I have them all throughout my game room. I have them for years. They're really high quality. A lot of gamers have them. And then also too, they make those logos that I'm hanging on my wall. They're made of like, I guess acrylic. I have no idea, but really nice, really professional. The Switch one, also the PlayStation one, and then the Nintendo logo one. I don't even know if they sell those, or if that was just a one-off. And so I guess that gets to my point here, is that these are kind of just like see what we can do kind of things. And anyways, I'm going to talk through a little bit about it, but let's go ahead and open up the Famicom one first. So I think what Rose Colored Gaming are going with these, almost like a what if Nintendo had released this product, because why else put so much time and effort into a box that looks like this? It's, you know, obviously it's designed to look like Nintendo actually did this, although I'm not sure how they're getting in trouble with Nintendo, but I guess that's a whole other story. But yeah, so we open it up here, and first thing that I noticed, I mean, obviously it comes out, it looks gorgeous. This one is a little bit heavy though. Initially I was not really sure why. And then also down below, this is a bit of a surprise. I didn't realize that these come with the custom stands. And this was pretty cool, because this is designed to be displayed. This is designed for someone who is really into the Nintendo Famicom, and they want to show this off in a game room. So I thought that was kind of a nice little touch. And then when you pull out the console itself, immediately the first impression is you can see the quality in it. Now, when I was doing a bit of research on this, I went to their website and I was a little surprised to see that it was $329 is what they sold for. And the reason why I'm so surprised in that is because they really aren't upgrading much of the internals. Now, you guys know I've highlighted on my channel some highly modified, highly customized Game Boy Advances that cost at least that, if not more. But you know, in my mind, I was justifying those because there is so much more that those are doing, right? You know, making the screen brighter, you know, upgraded speaker, rechargeable batteries, things like that. And this one is really just focusing on the look of it. And so initially I reached out to him and was like, you know, why the high price? Well, he got back to me. It's because they choose not to just use 100% off the shelf components that doesn't have anything really unique about them. So they basically focus on the aesthetics and also do a little bit of customization, like the backlit LCD, of course, but also casting their own buttons. You know, there's just a little bit more artistry that goes into this. In all honesty, you guys have to decide if that's truly worth it or not. I do think that this is a really nice looking Game Boy Advance, but I don't know, me personally, I definitely kind of like the whiz bang of the other one that I showed, you know, the kind of ultimate Metal Jesus Game Boy Advance. But, you know, to each their own. To illustrate what I'm talking about, here is that ultimate Metal Jesus Game Boy Advance. And, you know, I'm not gonna compare them back and forth a lot, but just look at the difference here. You can see that one does have a slighter, brighter display than the 101. Again, not a big deal, but that's kind of what I'm referring to here. I'm gonna go ahead and really quickly put together the stand, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. All right, so let's move on and let's check out the NES one, because I think that's what most people that watch this channel would probably want, because that's what you grew up with. And again, it comes with this really cool box. On the back of it, it does say Rose Colored Gaming. And, you know, It's funny because a friend of mine came over and I showed it to him before I made this video, and he was like, whoa, that looks like a Nintendo product. And he's right, it does. I mean, they're nailing that look, you know, which is cool if you're a fan, you know. Wonder if it's going to get him in trouble or not. I don't know. That's not for me to decide, but open it up, and then of course there is the handheld. What I like about it is that it has a matte finish, which feels very much in line with how this should be. The Famicom one definitely gets a little bit fingerprinty. This one, because of the matte finish, does not. Also, I have to say that I do really like the buttons. The buttons are very comfortable. You'll notice that they're a little bit more round, and they have a nice little clicky, well, it's not clicky, but you know what I mean, a nice feel to them. And then the D-pad is, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't look quite as high, quite as deep. Again, you know, I played a bunch of games on this. It doesn't seem to make a difference one way or the other. Speaking of games, let's go ahead and check out one. Typically, whenever I'm doing these videos, I have to play the game while watching through the video camera. So for this one, I was like, I'm just going to choose a turn-based game. So I put in Golden Sun. This is an awesome RPG. And I also had to kind of mess with the lighting a little bit because it's hard to see on camera that it's actually brighter in real life. So I had to turn one of the lights off and move it back a little bit. But anyways, there you can kind of see that, yeah, I mean, it's a 101 screen. It looks and plays great. So what do I think about this? Well, you know, I know for me personally, I'd have a hard time paying $330 for this. It just doesn't have enough bells and whistles for me. However, I can see where they were sold out, and so people were really into the aesthetics of it, the artistry of it. Obviously, I'm a big fan of rose-colored gaming. I mean, their stands are fantastic. The work that they do truly is excellent. I just don't know if I would pay this much for this, but I don't know. I mean, again, that's just me. Obviously, people have other priorities and other things that they're looking for. I think if you are a true fan of the NES or the Famicom and you want, you know, something that looks legit, like it might have come from Nintendo, then this might be a cool option for you. He did mention, I don't know if he told me, I don't remember if he told me I could tell or not, but, you know, I asked him, I was like, well, these are out of stock. I mean, people are going to want to go there and potentially buy them. And he mentioned that they might be working on a Super Nintendo and Super Famicom versions, but he was very vague about that. I don't know if they're going to do, I don't know what that means. So I guess they've got other things in the works. But anyways, guys, just love to know what you thought about this video. Again, really quick, kind of impressions video. I know this isn't kind of up to my normal standards, but I just kind of want to get something out and, you know, off the cuff for you guys. So let me know what you think. All right, guys, thanks for watching.